February 2026 is almost over, and a lot of mobile games dropped this month. But let's be honest, most of them aren't really worth your time. So I tested a ton of new releases myself and filtered everything down to the top 15 free mobile games that are actually fun, polished, and worth playing on Android and iOS. Now let's start off with number 15. Extreme Offroad Car Combat 3D is a weaponized racing game where you drive armored 4x4 trucks across sand dunes, rocky terrain, and muddy tracks, while firing rockets at opponents and ramming them off the course in explosive desert arena battles. The concept sounds awesome in theory. You upgrade your war rig's armor, weapons, boosters, and skins, then tear through massive jumps and ramps trying to be the last vehicle standing. The graphics are decent enough for a small indie studio, and the controls feel responsive when they work. Here is the problem though. With only 17 reviews and barely over 1,000 downloads, this game is so new that it has not had time to prove itself yet. The mechanics feel unpolished, progression is unclear, and there isn't enough content to keep you engaged beyond the first few matches. It has potential if the developers keep updating it, but right now it feels more like an early beta test than a finished product. Number 14. Armor Cop Pursuit is a fast-paced chase game where you play as Armor trying to outrun the police through different environments, including deserts, snowy areas, and tropical islands, either in chasing mode, where you race against the clock to escape, or mission mode, where you take down targets while evading cops. The maps look visually distinct, the power-ups add some variety to runs, and you can unlock different cars and characters to customize your playstyle. The core loop of dodging obstacles and staying ahead can be genuinely thrilling when everything flows right. But holy hell, the ads in this game are relentless. Multiple reviewers point out that ads literally interrupt you mid-gameplay, sometimes popping up during active chases, which breaks the flow completely and often causes you to crash or lose. And to make things worse, the game pushes you hard toward watching even more ads to triple rewards or unlock progression, which means you spend more time staring at advertisements than actually playing. Number 13. Five Nights at Hugo's Diner. You play as a security guard working the night shift at a local diner that feels perfectly normal during the day, but once the lights go down, the atmosphere completely shifts into something unsettling. You monitor cameras across the building, manage your computer system, and survive until morning while something lurks in the dark. The camera mechanics are well done, and the game adds a unique twist where your computer can crash mid-shift. When that happens, you need to quickly hunt through your camera feeds to find an error pop-up and cancel it before your entire surveillance system goes offline for the rest of the night, which is a genuinely clever mechanic. The graphics look solid, the diner atmosphere works, and there's clear effort and love put into this project. The big problem is that this game was not properly built for mobile touchscreen controls, and that makes certain interactions feel broken or confusing. Several players can't even get past night 1. Number 12. Neon Waves: The Forest of Fear. This one is pure, no-nonsense first-person wave shooting. You're alone in a dark forest that pulses with neon light, and enemies with glowing designs emerge from the shadows in 13 escalating waves that get faster, tougher, and more aggressive as you push deeper. There are no cutscenes, no grind, no puzzles, just tight FPS combat, mobile-friendly controls, and a minimal UI that keeps you fully locked into the action. The neon aesthetic against the dark forest looks genuinely striking, and the sound design creates an eerie atmosphere that actually adds to the tension rather than just being background noise. One reviewer described it as Vampire Survivors meets Risk of Rain, but in first person, which honestly nails it. The game only has about 100 downloads right now, which makes it one of the most underrated finds on this entire list. It's also fully playable offline. Number 11. Yandere Horror Game. You play as a late-night shift at the office when you discover your coworker Mira isn't just sweet and attentive, she's completely obsessed with you. And after you find your colleague's body in the bathroom, it becomes very clear that her love is the kind that kills. From that point, the game becomes a stealth horror experience where you explore the office back rooms, hide from Mira as she hunts you, gather clues to unlock the truth, and make choices that lead to multiple endings depending on how you play. The sound detection and dynamic lighting systems are genuinely well designed. Mira's suspicion rises based on noise you make and how exposed you are to light, which forces you to actually think about every move. The anime character designs look polished. The voice acting shifts from sweet to terrifying in a way that genuinely unsettles you, and the atmosphere is consistently creepy without relying on cheap jump scares every 5 seconds.
Number 10. Dragon Warrior Legend Champion is an anime fighting game with multiple modes, including Versus, Tournament, Challenge, and a story mode coming soon, where you pick your favorite warrior and battle in fast-paced combat with fantastic effects and solid graphics. The game has 7 maps, decent character variety, and a progression system that lets you unlock more powerful fighters as you win matches. Combat feels responsive enough. The visual effects during special moves look genuinely impressive for a mobile fighter, and the game runs smoothly offline, which is always a plus. With 4.5 stars from over 28,000 reviews and 5 million downloads, clearly a lot of players are enjoying what is here. The complaints mostly center around 2 things. First, character variety feels limited compared to what players expected, especially longtime fans who mention missing transformations and forms from previous versions. Second, once you unlock all the fighters, there is not much reason to keep playing since the game lacks long-term gold. Number 8. Battle Royale Hunger Games. This one takes the core Battle Royale formula and wraps it in a pixel block aesthetic inspired by Minecraft, and the result is one of the most addictive, fast-paced mobile multiplayer experiences you can find right now. Matches run between 5 and 6 minutes, you drop into a 50 by 50 map, loot chests for random weapons and armor, gather resources, build quick cover, fight other players in real-time PvP, and stay inside the shrinking safe zone as the map compresses every 12 seconds until only one player is left standing. There's also a trader NPC in the pre-match lobby where you can stock up on gear before the chaos begins. Controls feel responsive, and the constant time pressure means there's never a dull moment from the second you land. The new shop update added tons of new items, and the developers are clearly active in updating the game based on player feedback. It's rated 4.0 stars, and yes, the player count is still growing. Number 8. Typo Man Remastered. This one won multiple international awards, including Best Art Style at E3 and Best Production at the German Video Game Awards, and after playing it, you completely understand why. You control a small figure made of letters navigating a dark, hostile world. Your power is language itself. You collect letter tiles and arrange them to form words that physically change the environment, where open unlocks a door, rise creates a platform, and fear can be weaponized against enemies. The puzzle design is genuinely brilliant, and the pen and ink visual style is unlike anything else on mobile. This remastered version adds better camera work, improved performance, new mini-games, a narrator voice, and a hint system built for non-native English speakers, so no one gets stuck permanently on a word puzzle. It's a one-time purchase, no ads, no subscription, and the demo version gives you about 10 to 15 minutes free to see if it clicks for you. Number 7. Stickman Cursed Phantom Fight. This is a fast-paced fighting game where you build a team of stickman warriors with cursed energy powers and battle through story campaigns, PvP matches, and tournaments against shadow spirits, cursed lords, and other dark enemies. The combat is dynamic with smooth controls, and the game introduces mechanics you don't see in traditional stick fight games, which keeps battles feeling fresh. You unlock new skills, boost your characters, unleash ultimate powers, and the game works both online and offline, depending on what mode you are playing. With 4.8 stars from over 30,000 reviews and more than 1 million downloads, this clearly resonates with players who want accessible but engaging combat. The progression feels balanced, character variety is solid, and the anime-inspired power system adds personality. The downsides are the lucky spin reward system, which players call rigged and unfair, plus heavy ad placement. Fishing and life. Look, not every mobile game needs to be intense, and Fishing and Life proves that better than almost anything else on this list. You're out on the open sea with a boat, a fishing rod, and absolutely nothing demanding your attention. You cast your line, watch the sun set over the water, listen to wave sounds that genuinely feel calming, catch everything from small, colorful fish to massive sharks and whales, fill up your aquarium, upgrade your boat, and drift further out into deeper waters as you progress. The game recently added a 100-player fishing survival mode where you compete with other anglers, which is a surprisingly fun, competitive twist on an otherwise peaceful experience. The visuals shift through day and night cycles beautifully, and the whole thing runs without lag even on mid-range devices. With 4.5 stars from 337,000 reviews and more than 1 million downloads, this clearly resonates with players who want accessible but engaging mobile games. Dragon Hills. In this story, the princess doesn't wait around for a rescue. She gets on a massive fire-breathing dragon and goes on a rampage herself. The gameplay is instantly satisfying. You control the dragon with one-touch controls, diving underground through fully destructible terrain, launching into the air, smashing knights, crashing through castle walls, and taking down bosses that actually require timing and strategy to defeat. Every run involves upgrading your dragon's armor and weapons, unlocking power-ups that turn your destruction into something even more ridiculous, and chasing down enemies across new lands that open up as you progress. The art style is this vibrant cartoon aesthetic that makes everything feel fun rather than violent, and the performance is rock solid even on older devices. It has 4.5 stars from nearly 400,000 reviews and more than 1 million downloads, which tells you everything you need to know. It's free, it's genuinely fun from the first 30 seconds.
Number 4. Massive Warfare Tanks PvP War. This is a third-person multiplayer combat game where you choose between tanks, attack helicopters, and hovercraft, then take them into real-time online battles across ground, sea, and air simultaneously. The scale of this game is impressive. There are over 40 vehicles across 8 unlocked tiers, more than 30 tech upgrades, multiple battle modes including free-for-all and team deathmatch, alliance systems where you join clans and compete in weekly wars, and global leaderboards tracking everything. Combat is genuinely strategic. Positioning matters, vehicle matchups matter, and teamwork in team modes matters a lot. The controls are well adapted for mobile, and the graphics run smoothly on mid-range devices. With 4.6 stars from over 415,000 reviews and 50 million downloads, the player base is huge and matchmaking is fast. Cookies Must Die. This is a fast-paced platform shooter from the team behind Dragon Hills, and it won Google's 2020 Indie Games Festival, which should tell you immediately that this is not your average mobile game. You play as a super-secret agent fighting an army of evil, mutated cookies, sausages, chocolates, and deadly jellies that are literally trying to destroy the city. The one-swipe controls let you jump and run instinctively, while the slow-motion shooting mechanic lets you line up precise shots that feel genuinely satisfying when they connect. Every level throws new enemy types at you. Boss battles actually require you to adapt your approach, and the upgrade system gives you weapons, characters with unique powers, and power-ups that each change how fights play out. The art style is this sweet meets sinister cartoon look that works perfectly for the tone. It has 4.4 stars from over 44,000 reviews. War Drone AC-130 Gunship. This is a realistic aerial combat simulation where you command military drones and the legendary AC-130 gunship in tactical missions, defending Allied forces and executing airstrikes from the sky. You fire 25mm Gatling guns, launch Hydra 70 rockets, deploy Hellfire missiles, and use advanced targeting systems with weapon heat management and ammo supply mechanics that simulate real drone operation. The missions vary between wave defense scenarios, time-sensitive bombings, escort operations, and strategic structure elimination, with enemy AI that adapts, forcing you to use diverse shooter tactics. Progression lets you customize loadouts with guns, rockets, missiles, countermeasures, signal jammers, and auto-tracking turrets. Plus, you can call in AI-controlled support units like tanks and soldiers for coordinated air-to-ground attacks. Number 1. Ojo Life Food Delivery Game. This is not just a driving simulator. It is a full-life simulation where you play as a motorbike delivery driver building a new life from the ground up in a bustling Indonesian city. You start with an old bike, a basic phone, and just enough money to get by, then take on passenger rides, food deliveries, and package courier orders across a massive open world that feels genuinely alive. The city is filled with narrow alleys, quiet neighborhoods, busy main roads, and every area has its own rhythm and atmosphere. What makes this special is the attention to everyday details. You explore the world naturally, follow story-driven quests that teach you about the city and its people, take on daily jobs and side tasks to earn rewards, and slowly save enough money to upgrade your motorbike, customize your character, and eventually build and improve your own home that you return to after long days on the road. The game recently added multiplayer features, including a sleep system, which deepens the simulation feel even further. With 4.4 stars from over 6,000 reviews and more than 1 million downloads, this has found an audience that appreciates games focused on atmosphere, progression, and the quiet satisfaction of steady work rather than endless action. Reviewers praise the living world, smooth controls, interesting story, and the fact that the developers did not use AI for artwork, which shows genuine care. The biggest request is adding weather systems to enhance the vibe during deliveries, more character customization options like clothing shops, and additional hairstyles. If you want a mobile game that respects the journey as much as the destination, Ojo Life is the most unique and thoughtfully designed experience on this entire list. And that is the list. If you found a new game to play, hit that like button, subscribe for more honest mobile game picks, and comment which one you're trying first. This is real human-reviewed content, not AI slop. Every game was actually researched and tested. For the full breakdown with timestamps and links, check the description and visit my archive at Pastebin. See you in the next one.